Pandora Papers is a global investigation led by the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists and 150 other news organizations around the world. It's based on a leak of 11.9 million documents from 14 what they call offshore service providers. These are the firms, law firms, corporate registration agencies and other and wealth managers that they're the ones that create the shell companies in offshore tax haven locations, jurisdictions like Panama, the British Virgin Islands, Cayman Islands. The data is basically their documents, internal documents, emails, contracts, spreadsheets, and it's a particularly rich trove that turned out to be the largest journalism collaboration in history. The Pandora Papers investigation is important because it finally, once and for all, reveals the true scope of the offshore system, a parallel financial system for the rich and powerful that allows for enormous amounts of tax avoidance in the multi-trillion dollars, the hiding of wealth, the hiding of wealth from accountability from tax authorities, prosecutors, civil courts. It enables all sorts of social ills that we are unable to address given the presence of this system. You cannot imagine, in fact, large-scale public corruption, such as we see in this region and elsewhere, Latin America, North America, without this offshore system. Because if you're a corrupt public official and you've stolen a lot of money from the public treasury, you absolutely cannot keep it in your home country. You have to move it offshore and you have to hide it. Without the offshore system, this isn't possible. Drug cartels can't secure their profits without the offshore system. International terrorists can't do it. But also multinational corporations can't avoid taxes in the places where they're actually earning the money without the offshore system. So the offshore system isn't just about dollars and cents. It's a financial system, it's all about money, I get that, but it's also more important because it's essentially a system separate and apart for a certain class of people. People have a sense, ordinary people, taxpayers, citizens have a sense that the system is rigged against them. This leads to a lack of confidence in democratic institutions. And the trouble is, in a certain sense, they're right. This system is rigged against them. It's not for them. It's for other people to give them advantages that they don't have. Journalism needs democracy. Democracy needs journalism. The rise of the internet platforms, specifically Google and later Facebook, first Craigslist, then Google and Facebook, essentially wiped out 2/3, 80% of the newspaper business's revenue, that's print advertising, and kept it for themselves. Essentially, there's no effective digital advertising market for journalism. It's small, too small. So what journalism needs to do is find a financial model that works and to expand. There's a role for the public to play here, and one of them is to subscribe to a newspaper or a news organization that you think is contributing to public knowledge. And you should consider subscribing to ICIJ. We're a 50-person, not big, medium-sized, 50-person organization based in Washington, but it's expensive. And what we do is time-consuming, it's risky, there are legal risks, there are physical risks, not for me, but for our partners around the world, and we need the public support, and we're going to try and give it back many times over.